How much impact can technology really have on the age-old profession of farming? Well, to answer that, let's take a step back and consider the humble beginnings of agriculture. Picture a farmer tilling the soil, planting seeds by hand, and relying on the whims of nature for a good harvest. This was the reality for thousands of years. As time went on, farmers began to find ways to make their work easier, more efficient. The plow, the tractor, irrigation systems, these were all major leaps forward in the world of agriculture. But the real game changer? The introduction of technology. You see, the first wave of tech in farming brought us automated machines. Suddenly, farmers could till, sow, and harvest on a scale previously unimaginable. These machines could do the work of dozens of people, and do it faster too. Then came GPS technologies. With this, farmers could pinpoint the exact location of their fields, know precisely where to plant and harvest, and even track their livestock. It was a level of precision and control that was simply unheard of before. And now, we're entering a new era in agriculture, one that's being shaped by the advent of neural networks. Now, if you're not familiar with the term, don't worry. In simple terms, a neural network is a type of artificial intelligence that mimics the human brain. It can learn, adapt, and make decisions based on the data it's given. In the context of farming, this means neural networks can analyze vast amounts of agricultural data, spot patterns, and make predictions. They can help farmers decide when to plant, when to harvest, and even predict the risk of disease or pests. It's a whole new level of efficiency and precision. So, to circle back to our original question, how much impact can technology really have on the age-old profession of farming? The answer is a resounding, a whole lot. The farming industry is on the cusp of a digital revolution, and it's all thanks to neural networks. But before we delve into the effects of neural networks on agriculture, it's essential to understand what they are. So let's break it down. A neural network is a series of algorithms that endeavors to recognize underlying relationships in a set of data by mimicking the way the human brain operates. The network is designed to interpret sensory data through a kind of machine perception, labeling or clustering raw input. The patterns they recognize are numerical, contained in vectors, into which all real-world data, be it images, sound, text, or time series, must be translated. What sets neural networks apart is their ability to learn, to improve, to adapt. They learn from experience, much like we do. If you show a neural network a series of images of cats and tell it, "These are cats," it will gradually learn to identify cats. It's not just about identifying cats though, it's about making educated guesses or predictions. If a neural network has been trained on weather data, for example, it might be able to predict whether it's going to rain tomorrow. Their versatility is truly remarkable. Neural networks are being used in a wide array of fields. In healthcare, they're being trained to detect diseases and predict health outcomes. In finance, they're used to forecast market trends and make investment decisions. In entertainment, they're behind the recommendation engines of many streaming services, suggesting what movie you should watch next based on your viewing history. And of course, in agriculture, neural networks are revolutionizing the way we grow food, manage resources, and combat pests and diseases. But we'll delve deeper into that shortly. In essence, a neural network is a powerful tool, capable of learning from data, making predictions, and improving over time. It's like a digital brain capable of learning and adapting, enhancing our ability to understand and interact with the world around us. Now that we have a basic understanding of neural networks, we can appreciate their impact on agriculture more fully. Consider the case of a Midwestern farmer who decided to incorporate neural networks into his farming practices. This farmer, let's call him John, had been working his land for over 2 decades, employing traditional farming methods passed down from his forefathers. John, however, was not one to shy away from innovation. He saw the potential of technology, particularly neural networks, in transforming his farming practices. John began his journey into the world of neural networks with a simple goal: to predict weather patterns. Weather is a significant factor in farming, and having a reliable forecast can make a world of difference. John employed a neural network model that analyzed past weather data and predicted future weather patterns. The model was able to provide forecasts that were remarkably accurate, allowing John to plan his farming activities better and avoid potential weather-related disasters. Next, John turned his attention to irrigation. Water is critical for crop growth, but too much or too little can be detrimental. John's land was vast, and manually ensuring optimal irrigation was a Herculean task. He decided to implement a neural network system that could optimize irrigation. The system analyzed data from soil moisture sensors spread across the farmland and adjusted the irrigation accordingly. It ensured that every part of the farm received the right amount of water at the right time. The final piece of John's neural network puzzle was improving crop yields. He used a neural network model that analyzed a myriad of factors like soil composition, weather patterns, and irrigation data to recommend the best crops to plant and the optimal time to do so. This model also suggested the right amount of fertilizers and pesticides to use, based on the crop and soil health. As a result, John saw a significant increase in his crop yields and his farm became more profitable than ever. However, John's journey was not without challenges. The initial setup of the neural networks required significant investment both in terms of time and money. It involved installing various sensors across the farmland, gathering and inputting data into the models, and fine-tuning the models based on the results. John also had to learn about neural networks and how to interpret the results they produced. However, with determination and a willingness to learn, he overcame these challenges. John's story is not an isolated one. Many farmers worldwide are turning to neural networks to improve their farming practices. They are using these advanced systems to predict weather patterns, optimize irrigation, and increase crop yields, just like John did. The initial investment might be significant, but the potential benefits are immense. This case is one of many, showcasing how neural networks can revolutionize farming. Armed with neural networks, what does the future hold for the farming industry? Let's shed some light on this. As we venture into the future, neural networks could play a pivotal role in reshaping agriculture, opening up a world of possibilities. One promising area is precision farming. By using neural networks, farmers can analyze vast amounts of data to make precise, informed decisions about when to plant, irrigate, and harvest. This can lead to significant increases in crop yields while also minimizing the use of water and fertilizers. But the potential of neural networks doesn't stop there. They can also be used to detect diseases in crops at an early stage. Traditionally, farmers have had to rely on their eyes and experience to spot diseases. But with neural networks, they can analyze images of crops to detect the slightest signs of disease. This can help farmers take quick action to prevent the spread of disease, saving valuable time and resources. And let's not forget about climate adaptation. As our world becomes more unpredictable, the need for farming practices that can adapt to changing weather conditions is becoming more and more critical. Enter neural networks. They can analyze patterns in weather data to predict future conditions, helping farmers adapt their practices accordingly. This can lead to more resilient farming systems that can withstand the impacts of climate change. But what does all of this mean for the farming industry? Well, it means that farming could become more efficient, more sustainable, and more profitable. Farmers could produce more food with less resources. They could reduce their environmental footprint and adapt to changing weather conditions. And they could increase their profits, making farming a more attractive profession for future generations. So, as we look to the future, the potential of neural networks in agriculture is clear. They can help us overcome some of the biggest challenges facing the farming industry, from increasing efficiency to combating disease, to adapting to climate change. Neural networks may just be the key to a new green revolution, transforming agriculture as we know it. So, what have we learned about the impact of neural networks on agriculture? The crux of our discussion has been the intersection of agriculture and technology. We've seen how tech advancements, particularly neural networks, are playing a significant part in revolutionizing the farming sector. These intricate systems, based on the human brain's workings, are being integrated into various aspects of agriculture, from crop yield prediction to pest detection. We delved into a case study that showcased the practical application of neural networks in farming. It demonstrated how this technology can help farmers make informed decisions, boost productivity, and reduce environmental impact. Looking ahead, we explored the potential future impact of neural networks on agriculture. We learned that these systems could drive a new wave of green revolution, characterized by increased efficiency and sustainability. As we've seen, neural networks hold immense potential for agriculture, paving the way for a more productive and sustainable future.